Alright, guys. First things first. I should track a quest. Okay, I didn't speak to her, but I don't know why it's not there. Never mind. Just was worded strangely. Alright.
Push me any further, Holger, and I will make you eat that wretched hat of yours.
Rowan, Holger, why all this shouting?
When you see it, Rowan, I could trade that hat.
Eivor, thank Tyr.
I heard shouting. Is something wrong?
Holger robbed me, and I demand he be punished.
Ha! Rob disappointed word. Does the deer rub the stream when she takes a drink? Does a cow rub a field when he crops on sweet grass?
Eivor, this matter requires sensitive judgment. Will you?
Sensitive. Aver's not very
Of course.
sensitive.
From the beginning, please.
Well now, there is no excuse too small, I see. Nothing to keep you from coveting that seat, is there?
In Sigurd's absence, who has better claim to oversee these disputes?
You might leave them to work it out for themselves, but that would mean letting go, would it not?
I'm not sure what is up with this scene. I think it might just be
Please
me or
start again.
the lighting
Tell me all
sucks.
that has happened.
I will start.
I think it's
have
just
been
the lighting.
falsely accused by this Saxon Philistine.
A filly what? Are you mocking me?
Silence, please. I'll hear both of your complaints and render a decision, awarding compensation if needed. Understood? Rowan, tell me your version of these events.
As you are aware, Holger and I are neighbors. Near enough that I often catch him at my stables, stealing my tools.
Borrowing.
Holger, let him
Just
speak.
give them back, most
Stealing,
likely.
borrowing. My point being, I have always allowed him to use whatever he pleased. I greatly admire your Norse generosity and had hoped to match it. But this morning, Holger stretched the limits of my grace. Entering my stables for their feed, I found my most beautiful, gentle mare stripped of her tail. Bereft, not a strand in sight. I am ashamed to say my natural suspicion drew me to Holger, and how right I was. For when I peered across the lane, there he was, gripping a horsetail brush slathered with indigo, dragging it across a sheet of...
Painting, Rowan. I was painting. You make it sound so crude.
You see? Such willful arrogance. It will take ages for Ilgafur's tail to reach its former length. I demand compensation.
I understand. Thank you, Rowan.
Holger.
Holger, let me hear your side.
Eivor, you have known me as a skald for years. You have seen how my poems bring life and joy and wisdom to our people. And you know that my work requires a certain, let us say, freedom. To make use of rare resources to compose my verses. Often when lacking the proper tools, I have made use of novel items.
But that doesn't mean cutting a poor horse's tail.
All were given gladly.
You cut off my horse's tail to make a brush, you bleed.
Rowan?
As I was saying, this morning in the throes of poetic reverie, I realized that my latest piece required delicate brushwork. I could have used a frayed stick, some cloth, my hands, but no. I needed something gentler, softer. To make a perfect brush, I needed the fine hairs of a well-raised horse. And so I availed myself of a local resource.
You clipped Alfgafur's tail to the rump without asking.
It was early. I did not wish to wake you.
You needed
Thank you,
that much
Holger. I
horsehair
believe I
just
understand
for
your
a
position.
brush?
I believe I have heard enough. If you will...
My horse looks like a fool, Eivor. No handsomer than a donkey now. You must do something.
Do not conflate hair with beauty, Rowan. She remains radiant. Elgifur's hair will grow back in no time.
Quiet, both of you. Now listen. Rowan, however daft his approach, Holger meant you no harm and lost you no coin. The horse's hair will grow back.
But...
And you, Holger. Your habit of borrowing without asking ends today. Apologize to Rowan and greet as friends.
This had best be a very good apology.
It will be. To you, O man of horses, I do offer my utmost apologies. And to Elgifer, most elegant of mares, I dedicate my finished work. You are respectively a king of men and a queen of horses, and I exalt you. I am sorry.
Rowan, does this satisfy you?
As much as it can. I accept the apology.
Good. Then by Tyr's blessing, let this matter rest. We are done here. Return to your homes in peace.
I will return your tools and offer you one of my paintings as a sign of goodwill.
Yeah, I had no choice. Guys, I'm sorry. Kinda walked into that one. I thank you from Jailbird. Nice.
Oh, hello, Eivor. Good day. Word of our growing settlement has reached outside ears, so have a look around. You may see a few new faces. That Holger, he is quite a character.
I almost envy him. To see the world through such a muddy glass and live with such petty concerns. He hasn't a care in the world.
Let's not walk too far with that idea. I need you right where you are.
East Anglia is with us. Their King Oswald has pledged his loyalty to us.
Eivor Kingmaker, we shall call you soon.
Yay.
Some interesting news. King Ceolwulf has sent Ceolbert to Shropshire. He hopes to install him as Elderman there.
Good for Ceolbert. He should do well considering all he has learned from you.
I gave him only a taste of my knowledge. The rest he will need to figure for himself. One more thing. I do not know if you heard, but Sven passed away a short time ago.
Yes, unfortunately,
man
I don't know
slipped
what's
away in his
going on
bed.
here.
Yes,
There
I
you go.
heard. The poor man. I wish I could have spent more time with him before the end.
I think we all wish that. Tovi most of all.
I don't know why she bugged, but she did. And there's to-dos.
Randvi, are you well? You seem distant.
I'm fine. Only a little tired, but well enough. Shall we look at the map?
Not until you tell me what is wrong.
Oh, I think I have. I feel somewhat trapped. In this room, in this settlement, in this life.
I cannot help you with your life just now, but I can get you out of this room. What do you say?
I don't know. There is much work to be done.
Stop.
can take a bit of a
Forget about
break,
alliances
my
and
goodness.
responsibility for just a few hours. We could take a ride to Grandebridge or somewhere nearby for a change of pace.
That sounds lovely. And too far to consider just now. But thank you, Eivor. Maybe another time. Now, what was it you needed?
I want to see the Alliance map. Hytham asked that I travel to London. What do you know of it?
A wild city. One that Halfdan Ragnarsson tried to claim for himself years
Might
ago.
as well take
But
this
it
one
resists
and...
all attempts to be held.
Hytham claims the city is overrun by a strange cult, the Order of the Ancients. He asked that I
did
track them
start
down and kill
Hytham's
them.
quest a
Doing
little
so may
bit
help
for
the honest
now, so
people
at least we
there,
can get that
and
started.
earn us an ally in the
So I can
process.
hint to
In a city so chaotic, it is
Finland.
worth a try. Approach by the North Gate and start asking around.
And I've already been there a couple of times, so I mean...
I will.
Good. I await your return.
Alright. That's why you see that guy, red. Well, I guess I can show you guys that too. See, I got my order finally open. I've got Wigman, of course. And I took on these two. They're actually pretty easy to take out. And he's the one I have marked. Might unmark him for now, just because I've got quests and everything I'd rather see. And you can see I got the DLC. And we've got a few of these. So maybe... let's speak with Petra. And try and get rid of these wolves.
Petra, good day.
Ah, you're back.
A good idea. I'll join you now.
Good. A pack of wolves is a foolish thing to underestimate. Let's go. This way. I last saw them prowling around just up the hill.
You lead, I'll follow.
Our settlement is in quite a nice spot. Beautiful terrain, and the animals here are healthy and populous. But wolves are a worry.
You really think
maybe why the
fighting
Ragnarsons
can
moved
compare
on.
to sagas,
Humans
to
upset the
true
balance of
I was
nature,
at 4, so I ended up
pushed back.
By attacking us.
doing all
We'll
of
do whatever it
the
takes. They were displaced.
decorations
now they come to
down.
our door.
to get that trophy, thankfully, finally.
Come this way.
Let's go kill some wolves. Take him down. The fox.
Look here. Breadcrumbs and crusts. They must have stolen something from Tarbin's store, or off a table somewhere.
You saw breadcrumbs from where you stood.
They stand out clearly from the soil and grass. See there? Come, this way. Ah, smell that? That's a male wolf, marking his territory, warding off the competition.
How do you know it's a male?
A different odor. You pick it up.
How did you come to be such a skilled...
Not what I wanted.
tracker?
My family were hunters and trackers. From further east than you've ever seen, I imagine. But I've lived in England for most of my life. This is where we found Wallace.
You two are siblings as Sigurd and I are siblings. Bound by honor, not blood.
Yes. To hear my mother tell it, we came upon Wallace abandoned, a babe in the woods. We took him in. Look, the wolves made a kill here. They're in the area. Those trails, they must have dragged the poor beast away. We're getting closer. Ah, see those teeth marks on the carcass? They're different.
This is the pack's doing, not just one.
That's right. Let's go on.
Can't tell if that's a deer
your
or
family
sheep.
found Wallace in the woods?
We were traveling through the forest when I spotted a white elk ahead of us. I chased it, hoping to take it down. I lost it as I came to a clearing. And there on the ground was a wee babe, our little Wallace, swaddled and alone. Ah,
And then you
look
guys
at
took
that.
him in,
The
and
pattern on
there
the
you
grass.
go.
They slept here.
I am impressed, Petra. You have a raw skill.
You have seen nothing just yet.
So, you saw a white elk, and that led you to Wallace.
That's right. It felt fated. We took him in and nursed him back to health. I was scarcely more than a toddler myself then. And from that day forward, we were raised as brother and sister. These kills are fresh. They're likely near enough to hear us. Probably fled the scene not long ago.
I think we found our wolves.
That may or may not have been a little too easy.
I think we found our wolves. There. That should be all of them.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much,
Killed
both
all
of
of
you.
the sheeps.
Are you all right? Were those your sheep?
They were. God take them. They were all I had in the world. Poor blighters never stood a chance. I lost my cows some months back. Now the sheep are gone. Frowning Jesus, what sort of farmer am I?
I'm sorry for your loss. With the wolves gone, you can recover in peace.
Not without the blessings of God I won't, but I shall try.
You have your life, farmer. With that alone, you can always rebuild.
Ava, hold. I hear something.
What? I don't hear... Oh, goodness gracious me! Felix! Rosemary! My beauties! You're alive! Come here, my precious angels!
Well, that worked out.
This was grand, Eivor. You hunt almost as well as you fight.
Give me a few weeks. I'll learn to track as well as you. Or better.
I would be happy to be so humbled.
This was a joy, Petra. Do not hesitate to call on me the next time you spot any errant beasts.
You were the first on my list, Eivor. See you soon.
Actually didn't think that quest was going to be that easy. I'm not going to lie. It's just a shame he had to lose all of his sheep. But, what can we do? I'm going to leave this here. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Wouldn't have been as short or as long, I guess, if that one quest didn't pop up when we went in to speak to Randvi. But, chores at Ravensthorpe. We'll see you all in the next episode.